Hi, girls. My name is Miss Medina, and I'm your counselor. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Pretty hot. Who is it? All this here? You. What's your name?
My name is Darlene Martinez.
Darlene.
I'm the youngest. I'm Darlene Martinez.
How old are you?
I'm 14.
14. And
I'm in the middle. I'm Leslie.
Leslie. Okay, guys. So what we're gonna go ahead and do today is go ahead and just get a feel of who we are and what we're doing. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know that whatever we talk about in here stays in here, like it says right here. What you say in here stays in here unless someone is hurting you. Two, you want to hurt someone, or three, you want to hurt yourself. And that way, I would have to go ahead and report it, and well, we just hope that's not gonna happen. Okay. So the reason we're here today is because I was told that you guys are going through or have been through a parent divorce, right? Is that right? Okay, and sometimes that's hard to go through. Sometimes it's easy, but it always affects us, and we don't want it to affect us here at school. Okay, so why don't you go ahead and tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm a junior at Mountain View High School.
Here.
Um, I'm 14. I'm in middle school. I'm a eighth grader. Um, I'm 16. I'm a sophomore in Mountain View High School.
Okay, so you guys are pretty much the same age range, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what is a regular week for you guys?
We just basically clean, stay at home. Not really do
my
much.
dad.
Yeah, we visit our dad like a week. Yeah, like 3 times a week.
So you see mom and dad
Yes.
every week.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything specific that you guys would like to talk about? Anything particular?
The lack of communication my mom and my dad have.
Okay, so there's a lack of communication between your mom and dad. Okay. How do you guys agree?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. How about with you guys?
Us.
So,
Not.
so you can communicate with who you communicate with.
Oh, like with her.
You guys are good at communicating with the siblings,
No.
except you
Yeah. I'm not good at communicating with Darlene.
with Darlene. Okay. And how about you?
50-50. I mostly communicate.
You're the communicator. You can
Yeah.
communicate. Okay, so communication. Why do you guys say there's no good communication between mom and dad?
Because they never agree on the same thing.
So there's no agreement. Okay. So look, when there's divorce, a lot of parents have agreements and disagreements. But what I would like for you guys to do, we're gonna do an activity, and go ahead and read this right here. We're gonna read it out loud, and it's called Children's Divorce Bill of Rights. So what this pretty much is, it's like your rights. This is how you should be able to feel. You shouldn't block yourself. You shouldn't stop yourself because you guys are the kids. You guys are not the parents. So the divorce is their divorce, not yours. Okay. So Leslie, can you go ahead and read me number one?
The right to love and be loved by both of your parents without feeling guilt or disapproval.
Yeah. So every child whose parents divorce has that right. Okay. So it doesn't mean that you have to love one more than the other, or they're gonna love you more than her, or whatever. Okay, the second one, darling.
The right to be protected from your parents' anger with each other.
Yes. So if mom is angry at dad, or dad is angry at mom, then you're protected. They're not angry at you. Okay, that has nothing to do with you. Marilyn.
The right to be kept out of the
Middle.
middle of your parents' conflict, including the right not to pick sides, carry messages, or hear complaints about the other parent.
Yes. So I mean, you have the right to, if they're fighting or they're complaining, if you, that has nothing to do with you. They shouldn't send messages with you guys. They shouldn't complain to you about, like, your dad shouldn't complain to you about your mom, or your mom shouldn't complain to you about your dad. That's to be kept out of the middle. You have nothing to do with it. Okay, number four, it says the right not to have to choose one of your parents over the other. So like I said, it's similar to this one. You don't have to choose mom. You don't have to choose dad. You're both of your parents' child. Okay. Number 5, the right not to have to be responsible for the burden of either of your parents' emotional problems. Okay, so mom or dad are like feeling angry, sad. I mean, happy is good to share. Um, you don't have to. It's not your responsibility. It's not your. They're not mad because of you. They're not angry because of you. They're not frustrated because of you. Like we said, it's all between them. Okay. Um, Let me see. We're number 6. Okay. The right to know well in advance about important changes that will affect your life. For example, one of your parents is going to move or get remarried. So you have the right to know. If like not mom or dad are hiding, oh we're moving, oh I'm getting married. You are able to ask questions. Those are, it's normal for you to want to know. Let me see. Number 7, the right to reasonable financial support during your childhood and through your college years. So pretty much they're both responsible to pay for your stuff, any kind of responsibility financially. If you guys go to college, well, doesn't mean that, oh, they moved out, I'm not gonna support them. They're 18 and no. So they both have the right. You guys have the right to get money and help from them. Okay. Number 8, the right to have feelings, to express your feelings, and to have both parents listen to how you feel. So it's not gonna be. It's not gonna go ahead and be like. Okay, so if you're feeling a certain way, you should be able to tell mom or dad. It doesn't have to, or both, and they should be able to listen. They should be able to either understand. If you want an opinion, then you ask for it. But it's not, you could just tell them, like, this is how I feel. They shouldn't get mad because feelings are not controlled. Okay? And number 9, the right to have a life that is as close as possible to what it would have been if your parents stayed together. So do you guys know what that means? Yeah, so it's only because if your parents are not together doesn't mean you're not gonna have the right to say their love to their. You should be able to ask, like, if I don't know, you need something. If they were living together or still together, it's like, oh, I need this. So both of them, you shouldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna ask my dad. Oh, I'm gonna ask my mom. No, you should be able to, and they should provide that kind of life for you. And finally, the right to be a kid. Okay? So you shouldn't be taking adult responsibilities because that's their job. That's all their job. So right here, if you guys can see, those are 10, and there's number 11 and 12. And that's something that you guys can add. So I went ahead and brought you guys a piece of paper. You guys could either give it to me or write it down if you don't feel like saying it, or you guys can raise your hand. So for example, if you feel like you have a right to something and it wasn't right here, go ahead and think about it throughout, and I'll go ahead and collect it at the end of the session. And then meanwhile you guys are doing that, I want to go ahead and ask if there's what is it that you guys would like to get out of this session or these classes. We're going to be here a few times, but I want you guys to feel comfortable. I want you guys, if you don't want to say anything, then don't say anything. But what would you guys like to get out of this? Better communication. So we're going to work number 1, communication, because that seems to be a big problem, right? Communication through with each other. Okay. So do you guys feel there's a reason why you guys don't communicate with each other? Like, right? Like, that has to do with the separation. Electronics.
Not being comfortable to open up to them.
So not open, right?
Scared to open up.
Scared. Okay. So do you guys feel like you guys have to choose sides, or you feel like there's a right way and a wrong way?
Yeah.
Oh, is it because mom thinks one way, dad thinks another, or you guys have to do like 2 different things in different places?
We do 2 different things.
Yeah, follow separate rules in different houses.
So there's separate rules.
Yeah.
Oh, but if there was maybe better communication, maybe they can hold the same roles, right? Okay. Have you guys ever expressed this to any of them? Why?
Lack of communication.
Okay. So there's a lack of communication.
Scared to communicate.
Scared. Well, what's gonna happen if you communicate?
I might take it the wrong way. So, butthurt, I guess.
Like they'll get offended.
Yeah.
Both of them will get offended.
Or my mom.
She'll get more offended.
Yeah.
Is there one that's stricter in that kind of in those things?
Yeah.
Who?
My mom.
Your mom. So your mom is more strict on her thoughts, right? On her thoughts. So whatever she says goes. So your dad's a little more open. Can you talk to your dad?
Yeah.
You could talk more to your dad about your mom, about how you feel, about you guys communicating. Okay, what have you guys done to try to make communication better?
By saying, oh, please don't get mad at the beginning, and then tell them.
Okay, so kind of warning them, like giving them a heads up, right? So that's good. Marilyn, do you have anything for us? No, Leslie.
We try to open up to my mom more, little by little.
Mhm.
But
So you feel maybe like warming up little by little, she might be able to listen, or
yeah.
okay. Okay. So what I want you guys to understand is, especially how we talked about right here, where it says, let me see, so no, right here, number 8. The right to have feelings, to express your feelings, and to have both parents listen to how you feel. Okay? So, in essence, if you're telling them how you feel and their attitude is different, you still have the right to express it. If you hold back, how are they going to know? You know? So, being scared and not expressing your feelings kind of closes the communication. Because maybe if your mom doesn't know, how are you communicating with her? You want better communication. You know? I mean, if she gets upset, she's going to get upset. Maybe she agrees with you and you don't know because you're not telling her anything. Same with your dad. If you want to tell him something and you're scared, it doesn't matter. You have that right. Always remember number 8. The right to have feelings and to have both parents. Both. Not just one, not just the other. Okay? So I want you guys to go ahead and keep that in mind. Did anybody get any thoughts on new rules? New Bill of Rights? If you don't want to write them, it's fine. Or if you want to write them and then I'll share them with you, it's fine. And then we can agree. Is it easier to write how you feel than to
Yeah.
say it? Okay. Maybe we could try that with mom and dad too. You guys cannot say it because everybody expresses differently. I write. It's hard to express by words, but some people like to talk better. Some people are more confrontational. Maybe you could write it down for mom. Maybe you could write it down for dad. I mean, you guys all have phones or no?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you could text them. They're gonna open the text messages, even if they say they don't. Does anybody want to go first, or would you guys like for me to read it? I'll give you a couple more minutes, seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this up so you guys can make sure you don't.
I'll just read it because it's a mess. I put the right to be able to at least do something together because I have stepbrothers and I want to be able to just nod together, like go out to dinner without feeling bad or it being awkward.
Okay, so you want to go ahead and take the awkwardness. You have family on both sides?
Yeah.
Okay, so you would like to all go out together. Okay, so you guys would all like to go out together? Would you guys like that?
Yeah.
And not feel awkward? Why would you? Why would it be awkward?
My mom and my dad don't really agree much, like Darlene said earlier.
Okay, okay, and that also goes back to one of these, right?
Yeah.
It says the right to have a life that is as close as possible to what it would have been if your parents stayed together. Because if you guys would have been together, you guys could go out and eat, right? So now you have siblings on that side, and siblings, I'm sorry, on your mom's side, and siblings on your dad's side. So that should be a right. And I mean, maybe through communication, that could be one of our goals for us to do with this session. Marilyn, do you need more time?
Yes.
Okay. Darlene?
Yeah, I need more time.
Okay, so
Okay.
do you want to go ahead and keep that and then turn it in next week?
Yeah.
Okay. So on our next session, what I would like for you guys to do is work on this. If you guys agree on Leslie's, what you guys want to get out of this, we have one goal, right? We have one goal, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you some homework for this session. Okay? We already talked about what we really want. I think the biggest issue here is the communication. So we're gonna go ahead and try to communicate. Okay? Communicate with mom and dad, and maybe within each other. You can go ahead and communicate and maybe make a plan on how to talk to mom or talk to dad or write it down. And if you guys are still not sure, write it down. Okay? I want you guys to go ahead and make a list of what you really like about being at mom's, what you really like about being at dad's, and then what you don't like on both sides, and then what you want from both of them besides communication. Okay? So go ahead and take that home, and we're gonna go ahead and work on it. Like I said, if you guys need more time, you guys are more open, I'm gonna go ahead and give you my phone numbers on the worksheet. Okay? And you can go ahead and call. I mean, I always have my phone on me, text if you guys need anything. But we're gonna go ahead and meet again next week, and hopefully you guys find a different thing. We need to find alternatives because I know it's the first time we're here, and maybe some other ideas are gonna come in here. Okay? So, any questions? Any questions? You guys need any help, suggestions, anything I can do different to help you or make this easier? No? Is there anything you guys would like for next session? Talk about. Okay, so right now we have communication and a goal. Okay, so next week go ahead and bring another goal or maybe any ideas on how we'll work, and I'll go ahead and do my homework and do that too. Okay. All right, girls. Well, if you want anything, I brought some snacks and some drinks, and go ahead and take them. Okay. Nice to meet you, Darlene, Marilyn, and Leslie. Right?